Hello, my awesome and amazing Scorpios. It's Mel with Blue Scorpion Tarot here to bring you another general collective reading. Let's see what's going on in the overall energy dynamics, calling upon the trusted ancestors of my Scorpio viewers and subscribers to bring in the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth through the power of the numbers. And so it is. And of course, let's see here, get my pen. Rolling the dice to see what I need to shuffle a deck to. Power of number 7. Ooh, we got a number 11. 7-Eleven. Maybe some of you guys go to the convenience store at the 7-Eleven. Power of number 2. 7-Eleven 2. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Adding up the numbers brings us to the power of number 20. 20 in tarot is the Judgment card. Judgment. Could be a judgment call on you right now, Scorpio. Maybe you're making a judgment call on someone, or Spirit is pushing you out of your comfort zone to make some solid decisions in your life, to push and charge you ahead into victory and success. Some of you Scorpios are dealing with a Cancer or a Leo born in the month of July. You could also be dealing with another Scorpio or a Sagittarius born in the month of November. However, not to disregard for you Scorpios born at the latter part of October, because you definitely were, okay? You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Pisces born in the month of February, picking up on strong Aries energy through the number 1 and the number 0, picking up on the fixed signs, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio energy again, Aquarius energy, very strong Aquarius energy through the number 17, Pisces, dealing with a Pisces, power of number 12. However, you could also be dealing with a Sagittarius and or a Capricorn born in the month of December. You could also be dealing with our astrological next door neighbor, Libra, picking up on Libra energy through the number 11, which is also the Justice card. Something about victory or justice will be served, or the truth will set somebody free, or somebody's getting their karma, okay? Let's see here. We could also see the High Priestess card kick in, the Fool, the Magician, the Chariot, the World card. There could be some online social media platforms that you're involved with, and or possibly online dating platforms. You could also be at a physical distance. This can also talk about genealogy, looking into your family tree lines to see how many generations you go back. But overall, going to the power of number 20 for the beautiful star sign of Scorpio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Some of you Scorpios were born in 1970, 1971, or 1972. You could be 20 years old. You could be 21, 22, or even possibly 27 years of age. Okay. Trusted ancestors of my Scorpio viewers and subscribers, what is the overall general collective energy, please? What does Scorpio need to know at this time frame? Show me what's up. The Ace of Coins, something about a major offer, or the next year is going to be very prosperous, very fruitful. I feel like this is about new opportunities that could also be headed in your direction, in the winter time of 2024. So the winter of 2023 into the winter of 2024. Okay. So you could be also putting your nose to the grindstone right now, Scorpio. Again, a lot of irons in the fire. This can also talk about you working for a new company, and or if you are in entrepreneurship or thinking about entrepreneurship, I feel like you have the green light to move into entrepreneurship, provided that you got some kind of plan of action, okay? The Ace of Pentacles can also talk about commitment. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, and or Capricorn. This can bring in marriage. This can bring in a large sum of money. It could talk about a family inheritance. There's celebration coming up over the next 90 days for some of you. 3 of Cups, celebrating your personal successes, Scorpio. And it could very well be true. 8 of Cups in the reverse on the bottom of the deck, that somebody's going to try to walk back into your life. Or, you know, whatever you become globally known around the world for some of you. A lot of you guys have so many big dreams and goals right now. And, you know, trying to see the bigger picture, trying to figure out who you are. What is your identity? What do you identify with? You know what I mean? Or knowing your value and your worth. So this can even talk about future wedding. Talk about your future soulmate coming together. Possibly in the next 3 months. Let's go into the Kipper deck. This can talk about a raise or a promotion that could be headed in your direction over the next 90 days. And this can even talk about our seasonal time frame right now with family and getting together for the holidays. And some of you are no contact with certain friends and or family members. What is this Ace of Coins, please? Journey, travel. Could very well be true, Scorpio, that you are meant to go somewhere that could change and shift your life. This could talk about the interpersonal journey or physically going on a journey, going on a vacation, making that maybe on your to-do list for 2024. This could be a journey of self-discovery and or because it's the journey card, it talks about movement, okay? Movement into your career and your success. Despair. Do not despair anymore, Scorpio, because you're going to be rewarded by the universe. I also feel here too that with the despair card, this could be a person or a group of people outside of you who are looking at your success. And if there's a despair card, it can mean that they are feeling the lack of not having your presence around them because of the way that they treated you or they underestimated you. Your friends and family members could have underestimated you and, you know, blew caution to the wind, maybe thought that you weren't going to mount up to anything or that you weren't going to do anything great with your life, etc. So they're going to feel the lack, and some of these people are not going to be allowed to sit at your table of abundance. I feel that there is also trauma bonding that's going on here because, you know, a lot of you Scorpios want to look like you're trying to be the bigger person, but in truth, never walk back into the lion's den, you guys. If you've been emotionally hurt, abused, betrayed, verbally abused, assaulted, you know, sexually abused, all of this, don't walk back into the lion's den. Because there's something here about, I feel another undercurrent is healing, understanding who you are and what you're made of. You may feel that, you know, you could put it in terms when we talk about Bible terms, like somebody thinks like, why has God forsaken me? No. You have to understand something. If something's doesn't feel like it's working out in your favor, don't look at it as the universe or, you know, something being taken away from you. Okay, you got to kind of look from a different perspective. Think of it as your trusted ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angels pulling you out of the equation because they can see further down the road where you're supposed to go. Your life is your life. Your life is not their life, and their life is not their life. Okay? And there are people that are going to see you rise to the top. And we cannot control what people think about us and our personal successes. It doesn't matter if you become successful in your family or outside of your family. There's always going to be a jealous person, okay? There's always going to be people talking behind your back. I mean, think about it. Think about how much, even like, established celebrities, how much mental torture that they go through in order to fulfill their purpose of, let's just say, for example, your famous actors out there, they get ridiculed and chastised and critiqued 24/7, okay? They have to have, when you think about it, they have to have a thick skin, When you are living out your life's mission, believe me, the reason why people criticize others, it's because of lack of awareness. They have lack of their own awareness. They have lack of their own talents, their own creativity. They are easy to blame shift and think that they never catch the breaks, or they think that everything has fallen into your lap, when in truth, a lot of you Scorpios have been to hell and back with narcissistic, toxic, abusive family members, and abuse comes in many different ways. But like I said, there's going to be somebody here or a group of people that are going to see you rise to the top, and you know what? You cannot control them. The only thing that you can control is yourself, and we know this, but it's about coming into that awareness that we only have so many hours in a day, and having to, live out our life's purpose, trying to figure out what's the next step, what's the next plan of action. We cannot think about who's talking behind our back because they're jealous. Either they're jealous of your looks, they're jealous of your opportunities. Well, hell, a lot of you Scorpios have created your own opportunities on your own because you learned how to open your mouth and ask, for some of you, okay? So it's difficult, especially if you had to go no contact from friends, family members, because of the way that they have treated you. And a lot of you could be at this time frame really questioning yourself. And when you're questioning yourself, I look at it as a matter of fact that these people who are the perpetrators, whoever that perpetrator is in your life, Scorpio, it's like they're gaslighting you from a distance, because of the fact that they're not giving you any type of recognition or accolade or to acknowledge your existence. But if you are the true victim and then you have narcissistic parents or family members, then they look at you probably as the perpetrator, when in truth, they're not taking full responsibility for their actions. They're not owning up to their behavior. A lot of them don't. And some of them have fake apologies. Got to be careful. You got to be very careful and use your best wisdom and discernment. Listen, if you battle trying to figure out what your intuition is saying to you, okay, in any situation, feel the energy of your body. What is your body doing when you think about a specific person or a group of people or your family members? How in truth do they make you feel? Do they make you feel calm? Do they make you feel relaxed? Do you feel safe? Do you feel emotionally safe with certain friends or family members? If you can say no to that, then that's your intuition telling you right there. If your body gets tense and tight, no, don't walk back into the lion's den, because right now there's a shift or a change, or that there is a shift or a change coming, and you could be getting impatient because you feel like you should already be at your destination right now, okay? Well, what do we know from the old adage? It's really enjoying the journey. And that is a difficult thing to do because your mind is so highly creative and very much in tuned that it's like you're trying to push and project forward without kind of looking around you to enjoy the process. And enjoying the process is very difficult when you're feeling anxiety, you're questioning who you are, what you're made of, if you're ever going to succeed, if you're ever going to get recognition, achievement, advancement. Listen, you have to focus on one foot in front of the other. That's how you're going to get this Ace of Pentacles, and this is how you're going to come into that celebration. There will be people throughout your life that are always going to weigh you down, that are always going to drag you down, that are going to be your haters, the ones that are just, that they have nothing good to say, and then sometimes they have nothing bad to say, or they just don't say anything at all, or they're saying everything bad about you. But again, we cannot control them. We have to release control. Listen, your trusted ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angels know better for you. And it's listening to that inner voice, okay? Like I said, there are people all around the world globally who are very well known that go through the ridicule, they go through the chastisement, they go through all of that, okay? And that's a reason why a lot of celebrities, don't have a lot of, very, very close friends. You know what I mean? And hopefully that they, some of them might have better families than others, but it's really about their mission and what they've done to achieve. Sometimes you got to walk away, There's a lot of well-known celebrities that were not fully emotionally supported by their friends nor their family members. Not all of them were, you guys. A lot of them went through the school of hard knocks, okay? So you're not entirely alone. But you're meant to come into this overwhelming sense of abundance of your birthright, what you are fully meant to do. And because of these toxic, narcissistic, abusive people not giving you that emotional support, because sometimes that's all we want is emotional support. We want to feel needed and validated by our family, but sometimes they just don't comprehend, or they use passive aggressive tactics, or guilt trip you, shame you, blame you, all of this. Listen, do you honestly think that the universe, you can call it Mother God, Father God, your trusted ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, do you honestly think that they want you to be mentally tortured? Think about it. Do you think that you were put on this earth to be mediocre? No. We're here to take our well-being, our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit, and all of the God-given talents, and putting it to use, because you are different. It's like the old adage, no two snowflakes are alike, and it's true. You have your own sense of individuality. You have your own DNA coding. There's, a lot of you have gone through suppression. This might be suppression because maybe you're seeing everybody else get what they want, but you have to look at it from this perspective too. It may appear that way, but are they in truth really that joyful? It's hard to get to a level of joy in our life, but if we can get to a level of peace, feeling good, feeling calm, feeling relaxed, then we can manifest things faster into our life with our thoughts and what the inner voice is telling us to do, And there are just some people that are, not willing to take responsibility. We cannot control them, And so I feel that also too, there could end up being somebody from the past that's going to see you get married to somebody so much better, and they're the ones that's going to be in despair. Trusted ancestors and my Scorpios. What does this person want to say to Scorpio, please? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I'm not always in agreement with that statement, because you know what? It was a choice. That was the choice that they made. It wasn't that difficult to let you go. Anybody who thinks that you are number one in their life, Scorpio, they're not going to treat you that way. Your family members wouldn't treat you that way if they thought that you were number one. We do not owe our parents anything. We don't owe them anything. especially if you've been through toxic, narcissistic, abusive relationships. The emotional neglect. Emotional neglect is painful, you guys, right? It's painful. A lot of you were raised in lack conscious awareness, lack conscious mentality, which in truth could have made you feel like you were less, that you would never mount up to anything, while you saw all the kids on the playground wearing their top-notch clothes and all of this, or being in cliques and groups because they come from rich parents and family members. You know what I mean? You developed character out of that lack. And a lot of you chose to say, no, when I grow up, I'm going to be in that crowd, or I'm going to become better. And in fact, we are supposed to become better than the generation before us. But this person, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. So whether it's a friend, a lover, a family member, no, it was very easy for them to let you go. Because a lot of them wanted to see you suffer, be in despair, or to latch or cling on to them, or think that you could not live without them. So to me, this is a lie from them. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Oh, it was so tragic. It was so gut-wrenching for this person. No, they were relieved. When they dumped you, they were relieved because they didn't have the mental capacity to accept all the goodness that the universe was trying to bestow upon them with your connection with them. And if you know for a damn well fact, Scorpio, you never treated them bad, or you did everything to the best of your abilities, you need to pat yourself on the back, okay? And what you did contribute to the relationship. No, it was very easy, because a lot of them were not ready for full blown out commitment, or they flat out told you, no, I don't want to be married. Or they gave you some lame excuse, because a lot of them did. No, it wasn't that difficult for them to let you go. They were relieved. That doesn't make you a bad person, Scorpio. See, they're still attracted to you. That's the reason why this person's so full of BS. Because you know what? You're going to be living your best life, and you're going to make it your mission to get to that level of peace. And if you can get to that level of joy, I commend you. I will give you a standing ovation, because joy is a greater frequency than even love, because we don't really in truth know what love is. And as I've said it before, we identify love most of the times as this warm and cozy feeling sensation, you know. But it's really, love is about connection. It's about validation. But sometimes that love energy can elude us, because either we're blindsided to the truth of somebody's love, or we get love bombed and we identify it as that they're so in love with us, or that it's the true love. And, you know, they make all the right moves and all of this. Here's the thing. This person in truth has not forgotten about you, but they're in regret, because they see you, or they will be seeing you in the future, rising even higher and higher and higher and higher. And could it be true that some of these family members could eventually feel that much regret? They might, but what does it matter now? Because for some of you guys, too much time has passed and the bridge was burned. It is not your responsibility, unless if you are a perpetrator and you're the one that needs to build the bridge. But if that's not the case, they need to build the bridge. However, you may not want them to build the bridge. You might have said, enough is enough. I'm not going to deal with this, because what has happened, even if they try to build the bridge with you, the trust, anybody can build a bridge, okay? Anybody can put that effort forward, but the problem is that there's always going to be in the back of somebody's subconscious mind, whether or not that they can trust that person. Trust was broken. And so now this person, somebody's feeling the repercussions because you're going to be living your best life, going out there, doing whatever it takes, cutting out all distractions and charging ahead into victory and success for 2024 and beyond. Whatever you couldn't finish this year in 2023, make it your mission. See if you can get something done in January of 2024. Do not beat yourself up because something didn't entirely come into full fruition. Your journey is still going on right now, Scorpio. You're not at the finish line. And even if you do get to the finish line, guess what? There's going to be another race. It's going to be another race in order to reach another goal and another goal and another goal. It never stops. The day it stops is when we take our last breath. And we've lived this life to the best of our abilities, to our fullest, and did not allow things to stand in our way, to allow abuse to stand in our way, to allow confusing people to stand in our way, etc. I think you get where I'm going, coming from. But this person, no, they haven't lost attraction for you, but they're just, I feel, yes, massive regret. Well, there we go. Thank you, trusted ancestors. There you go. Trust. What did I just say about trust and that bridge? Anybody can build a bridge, but the trust got broken. It could take a lifetime to rebuild trust. That's why you have to feel through the energy of your body what feels good and what doesn't feel good. Do those people, friends, family members, whatever, do they make you feel good about yourself? Do you feel safe? Do you feel emotionally safe? Or do you feel extra super vulnerable around these people? If they're making you feel that insecure or vulnerable, you're not supposed to be in that energy. Do you understand me? You're not supposed to be over there and go through the torture only to emotionally torture yourself, mentally torture yourself again. Do you honestly think people change overnight? Hell no. And sometimes they never do. And we have to come to terms with that very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. That's right. It's your time, Scorpio, to shine. It's your time to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. And embrace a new beginning, because that's what aces represent in tarot. A new beginning. How are you going to be the new phoenix rising up out of the ashes in the year of 2024? How are you going to put your stamp, your mark on 2024? It's going to be a very good year because when you add up the numbers, 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 is a money number. This is about fluidity. 8 in tarot represents strength. Finding strength and courage within inside of us to say, I am not going to be fearful of my fate, my future, my destiny anymore. For some of you, you may believe in the statement, the Bible statement of, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. If you feel that vibration off of that statement. But if anything, it is about your mindfulness, your awareness, setting boundaries, and going the distance here, because there will be things that need to change. And I feel like in order for this Ace of Pentacles energy, to come forward, your wisdom, your discernment have to come first. And trusting that inner voice, that everything that you're doing, every move that you're making, it is in divine order, that you're taking divine action to get you to this massive level of success, the celebration of you. My awesome and amazing Scorpios, if you would like to book a personal reading with me and do it through the power of the numbers, you can hit me up at bluescorpiongifts@gmail.com, and my amazing assistant, Victoria, will book you for that personal reading. But until next time, take care.